Just had to park the trailer here, so I'm getting a ride with Gary. It's another great day for a snowmobile trip. It is no joke this morning, like minus 30, trying to keep this camera going. Bean, I couldn't catch you, man. You're gone.
Sled Addicts is brought to you by Team Vincent Motorsports, Bergstrom Carbines, Ledger Performance, Westway Motel, Studboy Studs, and Radio World.
Bean, you already out the door? Look at that, he's already gone. All right, guys, just a quick show of the stay here at Temrose, one of our favorite spots, and we actually got a beauty condo to stay in last night. Bean's room there, my room over here, and we're up on the upper deck here, and we're just getting set for our first Quebec trip of the season. One of my favorite spots to go, starting here in Temiscaming. There's Bean down there just getting ready. Hey, Bean. Yeah, Bean. Oh, what a clown. It's going to be a good rip today. We got about a 250, 300K day to take us up to Northern Outfitters, and we were there actually last year too. Beautiful, beautiful spot. Group of 8 guys with us for this trip. It's just a two and a half day thing for the weekend here. And like I said, starting at Temrose today for day 1, and then we're going to make our way up to a beautiful spot, Northern Outfitters, which is a wicked lodge. And just going to get my stuff together here, and then I'm going to make our way over to the gas station. A couple guys here rolled in last night. Bean, you all set? Ready to go? He's working on his comms. Man, I'm stoked for this trip. It's just the first saddlebag of the season. I always get real excited for it, and this is one of my favorite areas to ride. Up in kind of the Temiscaming and Abitibi region of Quebec is just awesome. So we're gonna head over, get some fuel here. We had a good breakfast this morning at the Temrose. Again there, the restaurant, which is awesome. And then I got to move my truck, and we should be all set to make our way. Just have to park the trailer here, so I'm getting a ride with Gary. Temrose has a parking lot up top here. I don't think I've ever been on the back before, since I was a kid. Whew. All right, we're just gonna go meet up with the boys here, and then we're gonna get this show on the road. Thanks, buddy. All right, here we go. Finally getting together here. It always takes time in the morning. All right, rolling. So they did change the trail. It now cuts behind here a little bit. We had to figure that out because we actually had to go to the other gas station to get gas. But this is always a great spot to launch from, just because it's an easier drive for us to come up from, you know, any of the areas around the GTA and launch from here. It's only really a 3.5 hour drive, like from Chris's place. So it's super easy, and then you just hop on the rail line. Now, unfortunately, like the first section, probably like 60K, not really like super fun, just because it's a rail bed. It's a straight shot the whole way up, but rather do that than probably drive, you know, the extra hour or 2 hours to get up to Rouen. So that's where we decided to start from, and we often start from here. So should be a good rip up. I'm looking forward to it. We got a trip day of about 300K planned, with a couple gas stops along the way. It is super bitter cold out this morning. It's probably like, Ernie was saying it was minus probably 32 when they left. So it's pretty chilly. Probably the coldest morning yet for the winter. So we got Chris up front, and then Gary's behind him, then me. We got our buddy Ernie here up on his winder. We got Kevin Blacktop with us. We got our buddy Ivan Willette here. And then we got our buddy Rob Lowe as well, who's with us on this trip as well. And of course, none other than Mr. John Tate, otherwise known as Hollywood. Great dude. This is a great bunch of guys. I ride with these guys quite a bit now over the years. And super, super excited to get this trip underway and spend some time with these boys. So it's going to be a good trip. Snow dust pretty heavy this morning, so just going to take it easy on the rail bed up. And like I said, our pit stop tonight's going to be at Northern Outfitters, which is a really beautiful spot, a little bit off the beaten path up in Val-d'Or. And we got some stops along the way, obviously a couple gas stops that we're going to have to make. And kind of up through the Rapid 7. Hands down, one of my favorite areas to ride for sure. If you haven't been up to this area, you definitely want to check it out. So I'm trying out the new Garmin Tread this year. We were able to upgrade Jesse's through our buddy Lauren over at Radio World this year, and they're always a huge help. Every couple of years, you know, they come out with something new, and Lauren says, yeah, you know, you guys should try this, try that. So I got Jesse's older Garmin Tread, which is an upgrade from my Zumo, and I can tell already it's a really, really nice unit, much easier for us to actually plan trips on. We've been spending, we spent quite a bit of time actually the other day before this trip, just mapping out each day together. And I can say in the past, you know, I used to use Garmin Basecamp with him, and it was such a pain in the butt to use. I mean, you had to be like a rocket scientist, honestly, to get it loaded and get it all working properly. But the Garmin Tread is a lot easier. We can actually plan the trip through the Tread app on our phones, and then it automatically syncs and kind of uploads to the Garmin unit itself. So it's pretty trick so far. I've got it, you know, mapped out for each of our stops. So right now it's telling me 96 clicks to our first gas stop, and it gives me the actual amount of kilometers until I get to that particular trail. So I'm really impressed with it. I'm really excited. This is going to be kind of the first trip where I actually spend some time and really, you know, put it to good use. Jesse's really a mastermind behind the trip planning and using the electronics and stuff, so we'll see how it goes. I'm super stoked to see how well it works. And so far I can see so good. First saddlebag for the Lynx this year too, which is cool. And I got a nice little setup for kind of like a 2-night overnighter using my roll top bag. And I've got the new 17-liter expandable trail bag on top of my gas caddy. And I'm excited. Gonna be a good day. It's another great day for a snowmobile trip. Oh yeah, really nice through here. Lots of snow. Man, we got pummeled with a snowstorm yesterday. Getting out of the city was absolutely nuts. Haven't seen snow like that down south in a while. We probably got 20 to 30 centimeters in one shot overnight. It was pretty crazy. Groomer. Awesome. That's wicked. Always love to see groomers in Quebec. Non-stop these boys are running. Nice tight section of trail here through the trees. Tons of snow up here. They said, Chris has been riding up in Rouen the last couple of times too, and he said the amount of snow up there, just insane. And we've seen it too. We were up in Cochrane, and just this year seems to be insane in terms of the amount of snowfall that we're getting. Trails are definitely shaping up to be great for this season. The cold weather is here now. We had a bit of a warm spell there last week, and a lot of the trails down in southern Ontario actually shut down. And they do that mostly just to preserve the base, which is the right idea. It's the right thing to do. You want to make it as easy as possible to reopen, and now with all that new snow, they're going to be doing tons and tons of grooming. So it should be really good once things get groomed up over the next couple of days. I expect everything in southern Ontario will kind of reopen again. Running the muffs this morning, obviously, too, for this trip. And these are the oldest muffs in the book. $25 from Royal Distributing, probably like 15, 20 years ago. I got 3 sets of them in the trailer. They're just these flapping things, but they've got some fur in them, and they do the job on mornings like this when it's super, super cold. It is no joke this morning, like minus 30, trying to keep this camera going. And it is not easy. Good? You feeling good? Probably coldest day for sure this year. Just up riding the rail bed on the way up here on 63. Trails are in really good shape, actually. Just perfect. It's a very crispy morning, but it's great to be out on the trail. And so far, so good. The morning was pretty cold so far. Not sure how much footage I got on that last section there, but we're just making our way up to, there's a clubhouse stop up here where it tees off. And, whew, that looks pretty straight. Lynx is running great. Boys are all having a good time so far. Our buddy JT was actually in a bit of a wreck on his Spider over the summer, and he's just recovering from a hip injury, and he had surgery and all kinds of stuff over the last little while, and he seems to be feeling pretty good, so that's been good to see. Just about 22 clicks outside of Ville Marie, and pretty much right out of the Temrose was actually mint the whole way. Ran across a couple groomers, so one was broken down. I probably didn't get footage when I was going by that one. It was actually broken down on the side of the trail. And then the other one was just kind of closer to town. So good to see them out rolling and getting everything flat for this weekend. I'm sure there's going to be lots of traffic up here. Nothing better than getting out and snowmobiling. I'm so excited for this season. It's going to be a good one. I just got a good feeling about it with all the snow that's been falling lately. So there's Chris and the crew. Bean, I couldn't catch you, man. You're gone. I got Uncle Ernesto in front of me. Great guy here. He's a big winder guy. He knows those winders inside and out. And I got to ride with him a little bit last year too, up in Rouen. He loves riding Quebec. And he rides a lot around home too, a lot around like the Barrie area. And Rob Lowe's another guy, super hardcore sledder. He's got like 3 different sleds. He's got a Skidoo 900. He's got a hopped up, his 900 is also tuned as well. He's got a hopped up winder, and he also has a new Catalyst 858. So super cool guy. Just a great group so far. It's going to be a great weekend. So we're making our way up to Northern Outfitters again. Really nice lodge, kind of on the south side of Val d'Or. And we stayed there last year for a night, and it was just a beautiful place. We kind of opt to stay at that place over staying at the Forestel, which is pretty much where most people go. And we stayed there like early on when I was riding Quebec. We went to the Forestel a couple of times, and to be honest, just didn't have like a great experience. So it took a long time. It seems to take a long time to get food. It's always so packed. There's like just hundreds of sledders there. So this other place, Northern Outfitters, is definitely a much quieter spot. Beautiful lodge, great food, and looking forward to getting there for this evening. Oh yeah, I remember this spot. We pulled a guy out of that creek one time down there. Mint! 8,300 all day long. That's not the same sled you had last time, is it? Oh yeah, this one. Yeah. That's the one with the crazy stuff, the C16 in it or whatever that I drove? Oh yeah, it was in here. Hollywood, how you doing, bud? Hey. How you doing? Alright. Okay. Are you? Yeah, I'm gonna load you up with some leave. You'll be good to go. Alright. Just picked up the rest of the crew here. We're on our way to La Tulipe, which is about 13 clicks here, for our gas stop, and then we might make our way there into Moffat to get some lunch. Just a beautiful day, finally starting to warm up a bit, so I've got my camera gear and things seem to be working now, which is good. Lynx is rocking and rolling this morning. Trails are hard packed, in perfect shape, and so far everybody's having a good time as usual. So far, Garmin GPS seems to be working really well. It's telling me exactly 11 clicks to the gas stop, and so hopefully it will pull me right into the gas station. And, you know, we've tried BRP Go a little bit this year, and I was having some issues, more connection issues than anything. So once again, I know we get a lot of questions as to why we run Garmin's, but they really are the most accurate you can get as far as GPS connectivity on the trail. And this one's the Tread, so I'm not even really running any additional mapping with it. It comes with the right trails for off-road as well as for snowmobile, so you don't really have to do anything. You can buy additional maps if you want, but I'm just trying it without it first to see how accurate it is, and so far so good. It's supposed to warm up to about minus 12, so I think like our afternoon should be pretty sweet. Nice tight riding here through the bush. Oh, it's so good to be back in Quebec. And again, this is like just on the other side of the Ontario border, right? So you hit North Bay, and then all you do is you head over about 45 minutes across. You head east, and you hop over the bridge and the water there. I think it's the Ottawa River. And then boom, you're in Temiscaming. It's a great spot to launch from. It's Lynx, man, you got to be active on this sled. It's a lot of fun to ride, but man, it can get you into trouble just because it's got some power to it now, and I'm getting a really good hookup with it. So still just playing around with things and trying to get shocks set up and whatnot, but what a blast. What a fun friggin' sled to ride. Well, I hope you guys are excited for this season. We certainly are. We got lots of plans in the works as far as trips, and hopefully some different things coming together for us. It should be exciting again this year with some different saddlebag trips we're going to be doing. I know Jesse's in the middle of planning one right now for Gas Bay for second week of February, so that should be fun. And yeah, we typically do a lot of Quebec riding for sure. It's as soon as we're finished up in Cochrane with our volunteering and helping to get the trails open there, we usually start to ride on the other side here in Quebec. Anyway, it's going to shape up, I think, to be an epic season this year. Again, we just had crazy accumulation for snowfall, and things are really going to start shaping up now for Ontario too. So I think everybody's going to have a really good season as long as those cold temperatures stay. Clubs will be out in full force, and away we go. About 2.5 clicks to our gas stop here. It's nice when you get everything programmed in. It's a cool way to kind of run a trip and just be able to follow it the whole way. Like I said, Jesse's been really good at this, and over the years I just keep trying to learn. But once you get it all programmed in, it's pretty sweet. Alright guys, welcome to La Tulipe. There we go, to the Harnois. Alright, next stop is going to be lunch stop in Moffat. I'm just tailing behind the guys here in a really awesome section through the trees here, making our way about 300 meters here. I should be at the 309, and then we're going to hang a right, or sorry, it might be a left. Yeah, it's a left. This is like a funny intersection. Good story here. Our buddy Costa threw up right there one morning. He was a little too hungover. Oh man, that's funny. Got Kevin Blacktop in front of me there on his juiced up 900. He has a fully built 900. If you guys would have seen a video last year, he gave me a chance to try it, and when you hit full throttle on it, it does the same thing as Chris's sled, and it actually will inject C16 race fuel into it, and then it just takes off. So he's pretty much into the custom builds just like Chris, and tuning them and doing all kinds of crazy stuff to them. So that's a pretty wild sled. Whew, is it nice to be back in the saddle. Absolutely love sledding season. Such a good time. We've been so busy with the business, which is great too. And just going to start to slow down a little bit now as everybody starts to get riding. So it's time to ride. So we got 17 clicks to our lunch stop, which is in Moffat. And we've been up there before too, a bunch of times. So it's a good spot to stop for lunch. So we kind of go up towards Moffat, and then we got to come back down. Woohoo! 900's working really well with the max ECU in it. Amazing power, holding 8,300 RPM pretty consistently. Still got a little bit more tuning. Chris is going to be doing some more work on it just to give it a little bit more, but it's a very cool system, and I've been learning. He was kind of talking to me a little bit more in detail about it last night with this precision sports stuff, and it's unbelievable what this guy Martin can do with these ECUs. It's crazy. Completely customizable and totally tuned to this specific sled, this specific motor. It's really impressive. Whew. Just holds the skis when you pin it. And for today's ride, I'm still wearing my my Lynx Stamina suit from last year. It's been one of my favorites. Lightest weight suit that I've ever ridden in for a two-piece. It's like paper thin, and I'll tell you, this morning was the real test with that really crispy cold morning, and I couldn't feel it. I did really well with it. So just tells you how good the gear is these days. Pretty impressive so far though. So it'll be my second season on that suit. And we've got lots of other stuff that we're going to be trying. I've got a Skidoo Absolute Zero suit as well for this year that I'll run when I'm riding on my backcountry sled. And that's a super, super warm suit. I think that's their warmest, is the Absolute Zero lineup. Somebody came through here with something, just rutted this right through. And my skis are just catching it. Big difference between, I think so far what I'm seeing with the max ECU and the 210. Definitely a little more power for sure, but you definitely feel it. The sled pulls hard, really, really hard. And I noticed the other thing too, sometimes like with the MCX kits, we had like some, what Chris likes to call a lazy start, especially in the morning when it's like super cold. And the max ECU definitely seems to start better. It just seems to start like normal. And then the other thing that I really love about it is it tells you if you got bad fuel, it'll flash up on the gauge when you're at like full throttle, and it will automatically like pull some timing to protect the motor. So again, you talk about like that intelligence. It's unbelievable what this thing can do. And Martin's got lots and lots of fail-safes. I had a chance to chat with him up in Cochrane when I was doing some initial testing with it, just getting it dialed, and he basically was saying like, you just really don't have to worry the way that he does all the custom tuning for it. You're not going to really hurt anything, so it's pretty intuitive. Do the lead Moffat here. Chris and Ernie took off, just waiting for Ivan there, and we should be able to get rolling here. Good. All right, rock and roll. We're gonna head back on 309. It's been a while since I've been here, but lunch was pretty good today. Just took a while to get it. That's Gary in front of me, sporting all the orange. He's got nice orange accents on that sled. Looks awesome. All right, so we got about 130 some odd clicks to go, I think, till we get to our destination, which is going to be Northern Outfitters. This should be a good rip. Other thing that's pretty cool too is we're using the GPS from Skidoo this year, where they've got the ability to see your friends on there, and so we've got them kind of all linked together, which is pretty sweet, and it's actually working great. Well, you guys might recognize this coming through La Force here with the big church at the end, and there used to be a gas stop right here on the left, and that one is actually no longer there. So you got to continue along, and we're going to go to, I believe the new one is in a place called Winifred. Sorry, Winaway. There it is, Winaway. Hopefully the boys will stop up there, but Chris and Ernie have been on a tear. I don't know where the rest of the guys are, but we'll see. And here's the gas stop. Holy Bean, you really know your way around.
Whew! We even went across the Rapid 7.
Oh, I took some across.
Hey Bean, I saw you throwing your fishing rod out
You
there.
ever been across it?
Yeah, I've been across
Oh,
it.
okay. I didn't know if you did. That's why I wanted to go across.
Yeah, we used to stop there at that house.
It's nice there. Went through there.
Road
Yeah.
riders, eh? That was
Huh?
used to be
Road
the
riders.
second
Yeah.
The groomed, to be honest, like that section, the way it's groomed, it's cambered in all those corners. It's shit. Like they should flatten that all out.
You cheated a little bit just to try.
No,
to
we
get
wait-
surprised to see us?
Yeah, but we waited quite a long time.
I love those little shortcuts like that.
This morning.
So every time,
Especially these
we
two
would take
fingers,
the
right?
road,
Grabbing
and
the
every
brake.
time this trail crossed Rapid 7,
Yeah.
we stopped, looked at each other.
But
and
you were,
it was-
but you must have
just
saw
kept
our
going.
dots ahead.
you guys, all I saw was white dots, no colors, and you were behind us. I knew it was wrong because we lost
Yeah.
connection, so it
Yeah.
stopped. We got too far apart.
If you do it on hard pack and you get it to hook, it's
Oh, my
crazy.
sled will hook
Well,
on.
There
yank
was
your
there was
arms.
quite a bit of snow on that road.
Usually I go snowmobiling with Mark Luff. We're at Rapid 7 and it's like 7 o'clock. They're like, we gotta get to Val d'Or, you moron. Let's go.
You see my exhaust?
Sean,
Red.
is it?
Still red. It was glowing red.
Buddy. I know. How you doing? Everything good?
Hey everyone, Mike here. Unfortunately, I was battling some pretty significant audio challenges on this trip with my GoPro setup, and I actually found out when I got home that I had a little nick in the microphone cable, so unfortunately I didn't get the audio. And also that first day that you just watched, I was really battling issues with cold, and I'd already chugged through all my batteries for the camera, so I didn't get that last part just going in from the warm-up shack that you saw us, where we met Jeff and his family. It's about a 14K run there. You kind of go around the corner, or you go down for a bit and then you go south about 14 kilometers, which takes you into Pouvoirie du Nord Outfitters. Great spot. Definitely something you want to put on your list to check out when you're riding the Val d'Or area. And appreciate you guys riding along for this one. We'll see you on the next day.